What's up, Calm Your Mental family? It is a free bird finally coming through with another installment of Calm. I say finally because it's been since October since I recorded anything or even wanted to talk about anything. I mean, that's partially true. I have been recording things, but nothing has felt like the right thing or the right season to release, to share. And while I'm on my journey of living, I've had an uptick in interactions, exchanges with friends who have kind of helped me release in a way that I haven't needed to record, but I understand that that's not necessarily helpful to those who are listening and those who are needing some sort of medicine through my shares, through my bullshit. So in the spirit of bringing you bullshit that you can sift through and hopefully find a gem or two, I'm back. I'm back and hope to be back now consistently as spring has sprung and the sun is shining and it feels good to be out. And so I wanted to start this new season or whatever we want to call this with a mini series called If I'm Honest. And my intention for starting this little mini series is to kind of dive into my experiences with relationships lately and, how they've become a mirror or a bridge to my relationships with others and myself in my former years. And there's been a lot of evolution lately, and I wanted to talk about something while it's fresh on my mind. Oh, Lord. So recently I committed to a bout of, I don't know if you want to call it celibacy or abstinence, whatever, because I've seen that there are different definitions, one being for more of religious reasons, and the other just being, a decision you're making for some sort of reason. Don't quote me, go look it up for yourself. But anyway, I decided, you know what, I'm just not gonna have sex. I'm just gonna stop doing it. And I don't know if it was protest. It was more for self-reflection. I needed to figure my shit out. I need to just take sex off the table and see where the lines have been blurred. Maybe I'm looking at life or people in a certain way because I'm having sex with them. And so, if I'm honest, specifically this had to do with me being with my ex, right? Because even though we've broken up, we have been all but that for years, right? And our relationship started in 2010, 2011. So, he and I dated a long time, were together a long time, engaged, lived together several times. And, really honestly just couldn't quit each other. And it was a beautiful thing, you know. I mean, we've supported each other through so many seasons in each other's lives, and so many heartbreaks, so many tragedies, just, you know, everything. He's been there for me in so many ways that I'm just grateful that I had a person in my lifetime like that. And I, in turn, have been so many things to him. And he has expressed that same gratitude. But there's been a thing with us of like personality clash, and I think just sort of our upbringings. And so with that, our mindsets in a lot of ways have been detrimentally different. Like they have just been a point of exhaustion and irritation in each other's lives. And no matter how much or how hard we have tried to overlook, speed over, you know, ignore, address these things, they are just repetitive because they feel as though for both of us, it's just kind of like virtual truths that we both hold. And some of them are just patterns, thought patterns, things we are just stubborn about, not moving on, whatever. We haven't been able to get over, get through, process these things, right, in order to come together and be a happy couple. However, it has not stopped our sexual relationship, or it hadn't, right? So we continue doing things, and because there was nothing wrong with that. The sexual portion of our relationship has been amazing, always had, from jump. Never missed a beat. Very, very satisfying, right? So we just kept doing it, you know. But I mean, that's not all. I think, no, I know, like, we just continued to act as if, even though we weren't together, even though there hasn't been a title in many moons. And, you know, we have visited, you know, what it would take to be together again. I've asked, when are we going to be together again? You know, and then at points when I turn off, he turns on, and he's wondering these things, and so it's back and forth. But what has been sure was the sexual portion. So anyways, that brings me to the point of November and me saying, you know what? I think we need to back up off of this part and see who we are without it. See if there's a chance of reconciliation truly without this being there. And so I decided in November of 2025, I'm not doing it. And I told him this, but I also told him, hey, I mean, you're a free man. You can do whatever you want with whomever you want. It's just not going to be with me. I need to sort myself out. One of the things that I was afraid of, or I knew was a possibility, is that, you know, if we stop having sex, then perhaps my feelings, the ties that had bound us, would diminish, would decrease, would possibly disappear. And but I was willing to face that in order to see, like, are we what is this? What is this? And so, month after month after month, what I noticed is that the very thing I was afraid of was happening. My romantic feelings for him were decreasing, and our I was just kind of just seeing friendship, and the hold that was once there had like let up. And yeah, I just I didn't even want to pursue the possibility of a relationship anymore. And he and I are friends. We've built a friendship over the years, so I've had these conversations with him. These conversations aren't new to him, but yeah, it just solidified that whatever we had was over, romantically. And that what had me tied to him still was sex. So it was hard, but I had to be honest with myself. So, present day, I don't know, I met this guy, and, it was unintentional, but I came across this man while I was working, and instant attraction for sure, instant lustful sexual chemistry of some sort, right? And I'm like, okay, well, all right, let's see. So some flirting ensued, and it was going that way, and I learned a little bit about him. He learned a little bit about me through, texting and interaction. But it kind of like, I don't know, it just dropped off. And I thought, well, whatever, I'll just keep moving on with life. And then saw him again on the plane, and, flirty things, and things, and yeah, we ended up having a sexual encounter. Okay, so that happened, and actually before that happened, we had a conversation, and I was just like, well, what are you looking for? Like, what is this gonna be for you? And he basically said, yeah, I'm not looking for anything committed. I'm just looking for basically like good times, some laughs, and some sex, basically. And here I am, because he was a little younger than I was, and so I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm a big girl. I can handle this. Here I am at 43, trying to navigate like life after a short celibacy and vow. And, life after being in a long-term relationship that at some point was a situationship and not a relationship. I'm trying to navigate that. And so, anyways, sure, yeah, me too. Yeah, no strings. This should be fun. Okay, now it's fast forward after the experience, and I'm not okay. If I'm honest, I'm not okay. If I'm honest, I'm 43. I'm a 43-year-old woman who can't do flings anymore. Can't do the 20-year-old, maybe 30-year-old detached flings. I can't do it. Because you know what happened? After that experience, and this is not religious because I'm not religious, this is not any sort of anything in my mind that was preconceived. This is what happened. After the experience, I could feel my body screaming almost, and that screaming was going to my mind. And my mind was on a unrelentless search for this man. a search to connect with this man who I had just shared my body with, right? This is the day after, the morning after, and the day after that, and the day after that. My body is looking for this person, and my body is sending that message to my brain, and my brain is looking for this person that I've just connected with, that I've just shared this very intense physical experience with. Yeah. And he was nowhere to be found. Because he's not available, he said what he was going for. No non-committal good times. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. And now my body is telling me something else. No, where is this person? No, I want to be attached to this person. Wow. And so, what's beautiful about that for me, as painful as it's been, right, to try to get my body back into a grounding state of like, nah, girl, The beauty of it is I didn't have that awareness in my 20s, in my 30s. I guess I didn't care. I mean, I think in your 20s and your 30s, you're filled with, you're topped off, right, with whatever, estrogen, risk-taking, carelessness. That's just what it is. I think, and that's what it's supposed to be in your 20s and 30s. I think you're supposed to be burning off some of those fuels until you get to a midway point, a balancing point, a settled point in your life, right? You've gained the experiences through these risk-taking adventures. You burn the fuel through activity and doing things. This is just me. I'm not saying everybody has to, but this is me, right? So yeah, you do all that in your former years, in your younger age, and then you get to where I'm at now. And you're moving different. You can actually see life. Life is not moving so fast and you just trying to hold on for dear life. In your 40s, you're looking at life different. And you're like, oh, hold on. Hold on. I'm not ignoring the pains and aches. I can't now. I could then. I can't now. So when my body is screaming and saying, no, we can't just do stuff like this. We need attachment. We need commitment. We need stability. We need some sort of security. This is not secure. I can't be exchanging my energy, my body with people, and then they just disappear. I can't do that. Yeah, and if I'm honest, the days after have been very distressing for my system. But the accountability is on me of like, okay, experiencing a thing and then being like, all right, girl, we're not doing that again, right? It's not blaming that person for not being around because they said from the jump what it was for them. And while he might be comfortable with just a casual sex relationship with me, of like just popping in and out when, he's feeling a way, that's not okay for me. And I'm being honest with myself about that, you know? My body can't handle that. My mind can't handle that at this age. So yeah, that's the beautiful, I feel like, the full circle moment of it. It's like I got to experience this flingy stuff in my 40s in a completely different way than my 20s. And in my 40s were like, hell no. It's also been beautiful because I'm having a different relationship with myself in my 40s than I did in my 20s. And in my 40s, I'm listening. I'm hearing her. And I'm adjusting to what she's saying. And like, all right, cool, we'll go through, we just need to keep admitting what we need right now. And then aligning with friendships, partnerships, relationships that honor what I need now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short edited story of me being honest with myself, and I hope that you'll join me on a future episode of this sort of content. I definitely want to bring into it, deeper topics like codependency, because that's just been a struggle of mine throughout my life, and that sort of truth was brought to me in an early stage of my life. So I'd love to share that. I'd love to share some other things. And once again, this is just going to be a space for me to share different sorts of relationships that I'm having now, be it with myself or life or God or, other people, friendships, and, with the intention of growth and being some sort of comic relief and medicine. So on that note, I'm gonna get up out of here. Because that's all I have for now. Until next time, friends.